Welcome to Good News Week and the big news. Just when you thought rugby league couldn't get any better, Wednesday, May 26th, State of Origin in 3D. In 3D, people. Sure, it'll only be available to New South Wales viewers with a 3D set. But of those 7 households, at least 2 are definitely thinking about tuning in. This has never been done before. The US Masters Golf was broadcast in 3D, but that was on cable. Tiger Woods was a bit dull, but the tits on his caddy were amazing. I'm at ya! So it's a 3D world first for Australia, and what a wonderful way to launch it, watching a bunch of carpet-shitting meatheads chasing a ball. If Queensland wins again, New South Wales will be crushed in a whole new dimension. But if the game ends up looking anything like Avatar, my money's on the Blues. The 3D is so impressive you can actually see their enormous paychecks thrusting out above the salary cap. A spokeswoman said league in 3D was fantastic. It's like the players are coming right at you. Until now, women had to go to a motel and say no. Before players would do that. Just when you thought politics couldn't get any better, tomorrow night is the budget! It'll combine all the public indignation of a drunken Logie's tweet with all the disappointing anticlimax of a drunken Logie's tweet. Rudd's been down to Swan's office, emptied all our money onto the table and asked the big question, what can I buy with that? It is an election year, so expect Kevin and Wayne to offer us the earth. Well, what's left of it. According to the Treasurer, it's going to be a no-frills budget. It wasn't easy, but the government has finally locked in the sponsorship from Franklin's. They can't afford to splash out. We now have the largest deficit in Australian history, $22 billion. That's nearly 3 cartons of cigarettes. Times are tough. Everyone's tightening their belts. Things are so desperate, even Malcolm Turnbull's had to go back to work. And the gloss is well and truly off the Rudd government. Kevin 07 is no longer a catchy campaign slogan. It's his approval rating. But we already know who the budget is going to hurt the most. Smoking minors. The only way you'll be able to smoke now is if you sit on your roof and inhale your burning insulation. A few weeks ago, we told you about a senator in New York who's trying to get teenage boys to pull up their pants. Well, he can stop worrying. A designer has come up with a solution for those who want to wear their trousers low, yet not expose their bums to the general public. Say hello to the bactacular gluteal cleft shield. Classy with the emphasis on arsey. There you go. I always thought people showing their asses actually wanted to show us their asses, otherwise they'd wear pants that didn't show their asses. Silly me. The bactacular lets you wear your jeans low without sacrificing your dignity, assuming you don't think wearing a large sticker on your anus is in any way demeaning. And they blend right in like a stylish tattoo, provided you have the complexion of a dark Muppet. The bactacular shield is also the ideal protection if you're arse jousting. Or attacked by gluteal cleft knights on their way to... or attacked by gluteal cleft knights on their way to rescuing Princess Bumley from Castle Crack-A-Lot. Thank you. Yeah. Stick one of these on your face and you'll be the most fashionable pirate in Somalia. For me, it just doesn't go far enough. What I want is a patch that also covers up the waist, leg and crotch region, can fasten at the front and has easy access pockets. I think I'll call it pants. And that's the good news.
It's good news week. Someone dropped a bomb somewhere, contaminating the atmosphere and blackening the sky. It's good news week. Someone found a way to give the rotting dead a will to live, go on and never die. It's good news week. It's good news week. It's good news week.
Thank you. Good evening tonight, because if you can't beat 'em, tweet 'em. Australia's Robin Hood, Mikey Robbins. Brisbane girl, MTV, VJ and former Miss Universe Australia, the really quite good-looking Erin McNaught. And the savage beauty of Tom Gleeson. And they're running scared from the lioness, Claire Hooper. And making their Good News Week debut, the Justin Biebers of Australian radio. Hamish Blake and Andy Lee.
Beautiful. Real sweet, Andy.
Oh, that sound was so extraordinary. I'm going to give you 20 points to take you into the finals.
Keep doing that.
You
We
did
need all
say
the help.
Justin Bieber, which helps.
Justin, do you like Justin Bieber? Is he on your radar at the moment?
I think once he matures, he's going to be a really great artist. I think he's got a great operatic voice. He's just picked the wrong songs, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he does.
I've got all these posters.
Actually, it reminds me of some kids I went to school with. Once he hits puberty, he's going to ugg up.
So he's got an exciting 5 years ahead.
Yeah.
You just got death threats for that.
I got death threats from 8-year-olds. Bring it on, kids.
You know what, Paul? When I got introduced, I got a really good round of applause and I felt really welcome. And then I heard Hamish and Andy's round of applause and it was just good to get a bit of perspective. I found it very centering, you know.
So it's a pleasure to have you on. What have you been up to?
It's a pleasure to be here. Nothing
We
much.
have been rehearsing tonight's performance for 6 years.
Yes. We've got...
So let's
Hang on,
hope things go well.
As we said, I meant to say that in the rehearsal. We
That's
hope
the thing,
things go well.
I gotta get this. I gotta get a new script. I've got version 908. I need 909. I need 909.
And what's it like for you, Claire, at the end there working with a double act?
Remember the time slot.
All I know is if I asked if I could maybe sit in the middle this week and my requests were denied by management. Oh,
Do you want to give it a quick crack just to see what it feels like?
I need the backtacular for that. Hey, I've been busy. I wrote a book in about 5 minutes. That's right, I wrote a book! I know!
Well done.
I know!
Well, it's true. At the end, like the last 5 pages are handwritten. You really did just finish that off.
Yeah, it was done a little bit quickly, but that does not mean I've sacrificed quality. It just means more of my subconscious has made it in unchecked. So definitely worth.
Who wants to know how it ends? Yeah?
Well done.
An ISBN number. Very predictable. They all do that.
While we're doing plugs, then I'm selling a fridge. Yes, it got handed down by my parents, but it's still in pretty good nick.
And inside the fridge is Unessential Listening, the Hamish and Andy CD. Keep them cool, because that's hot content.
And also, too, I need a kidney.
Buy, swap or sell. We'll give you a kidney for the fridge. If you take the fridge, you got the kidney.
How are you, Tom?
I'm well, thank you. You know what I really enjoyed last week was you're all at the Logies, yeah? You're all at the Logies,
Yes,
you're at the Logies,
yes.
you're at the Logies, Erin, weren't you?
I was.
I really enjoyed watching it on TV. And it's good to get some perspective, you know? Get a bit of
You're on that lovely 7 p.m. project, though. I've seen you on that.
Yeah, well, you know,
Hitting
obviously I'm not on the 7 p.m. project often enough to get invited to the Logies, am I?
weird because Annie and I had a little monitor watching tomcam.org, which is your house. And we watched a lot of you from the loners.
Really? Well, if you watched me, you would have seen on that camera I probably looked a lot like this.
We don't actually, the camera doesn't show a lot of your head.
And Erin, this is your first time on the show. You're looking forward to the conflict?
Yep, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
More of it.
Did you enjoy your Logies night?
I did. I actually believe that's kind of how I got on the show, isn't it?
Okay, let's move on.
Actually, no, it's true. We found her in the car park.
Shall we start the chaos with 7 days and 7 seconds?
Yes.
Do it.
Okay. Team versus team over a quick montage from the week. 5 points for each correct answer. Opposing teams may challenge if you're not fast enough on those buzzers. Are you ready?
What buzzers?
Where's the buzzer?
There are no buzzers.
Yeah, it's a good point you make. Wish we'd thought a bit more about that one. Roll the montage.
Okay.
7 days and 7 seconds. 7 days, 7 seconds. It's impossible. Good time. 7 days, 7 seconds. First story. Robin's team.
There was a guy dressed as Spider-Man.
Yep.
In fact, I think if I remember correct, was it a Perth story?
It was, I think it was a comic book convention, International Free Comic Day or something.
Also known as the Virgin Fest.
Was the convention held inside a 7-Eleven?
And Spider-Man, or a guy dressed as Spider-Man, I'd like to think it was the real one, actually busted another similarly themed person trying to steal a comic book worth, I think, about $100. And a group of Jedi Knights actually blocked his exit.
Second story, Hooper team.
I have down boring guy talking at a convention.
Hey, 2 points.
Come on, you know this, man.
Was it the president of Iran?
Yes.
I think he was just generally coming on going, we love everyone, not interested in nukes. It was all a big hoax. And I'm Spider-Man. Just a fun guy.
You do have it. Third story.
Third story is Paul gets a pony.
Do you know the name of the pony?
Einstein!
Thank you very much. I'm going to give you a point for that over that side.
Hamish and I were talking about this during the week, and like if that one mated with another small horse, they eventually would be small enough to actually play chess with real horses.
Cutest story of the week, I think we all agree. Fourth story.
Is this the lady that was casually walking out of Westpac to go, oh, I'm not really paid that much, before she got in a gold-plated rocket and took off to her...
Westpac have announced their highest profit margin ever.
For a quarter. They had a huge reporting quarter of billions of dollars, yet their shares still went down a little bit.
Yeah.
And they bought that tiny horse, and that's
Yes.
why those stories were linked.
And they had all the money they had left. They put a little saddlebag and they rode off on him.
Fifth story.
Oh, Tiger Woods.
There was a photo of Tiger Woods, or some footage.
Yep.
It's rare footage of Tiger Woods not having sex.
Very topical.
They think it has been doctored and the woman has been CGI'd out of it.
It could be one of two things. I think he missed the cut for the first time, or the 9th time in his career. But there was also talk of Tiger with performance-enhancing drugs.
Thank you.
And
really?
whether Viagra counts, I'm not sure.
We're back to you now for the sixth story.
There was a sign about mining minerals, something. One of the few suggestions from the Henry Report that was actually taken on board by the government was this idea of taxing the mining industry because they've got so much cash.
Yeah. At first they were like, let's tax school teachers. And then school teachers went, we don't have any money. They went, oh, OK. What about BHP and Rio Tinto? That's a better tax.
Yes, you see, everyone says it's OK to tax miners. I know 7 little men who live with Snow White who are going to be doing it tough.
It's more about the reaction.
Oh, well, that the mining industry are complaining
It's
about
weird, isn't it?
it.
Because they had all this money and then the government wants to take it. And they're like,
Yeah,
but we want that money.
We want it.
We're like, what's with you guys? Just mining for profit? Shame on you. I thought you were just trying to lighten up the earth, get all the iron out of it. Otherwise we'll sink in space if we've got all this iron in the earth. Get it out!
And the last story I'm going to throw open to anybody. Anybody.
Yacht girl.
Jessica Watson.
Yes.
Jessica Watson.
They're saying that
Controversy.
she's not going to actually achieve the world record that she set out to achieve because
Yes.
she hasn't gone far enough into the northern hemisphere.
She didn't, because what she did was she just did a lap of Antarctica and went back. She didn't do a proper... Well, what she did actually was, and this has been suppressed in the news, well, she actually went to the Antarctic, picked up a yacht, Ella, and just walked inland, did a little lap of the actual South Pole, walked back, popped it in, just went straight back to Tasmania. She's been nowhere.
I think she's still got time. She's still like just off the east coast of Tasmania at the moment, so she's got a few weeks.
Dart up to the Caribbean.
Just, I don't know, get in a bath full of baked beans, juggle 10 balls, put your head in a bucket of spiders, get one world record while you're out there. You've got 2 weeks. Eat a brick. What do you have to do?
The stories were, if you are interested, an Adelaide comic shop owner dressed as Spider-Man foils a thief while customers dressed as Jedi Knights and the Flash block escape routes. Comic Man, watchful Adelaide comic man, surfs the web, eating pies, catches thieves with Jedis. There was a brief struggle, then Spidey saw a copy of Batgirl and accidentally covered the shoplifter in sticky, viscous web fluid.
You dirty little man.
In a sign we may be in bizarro world, the president of Iran goes to the UN in New York to argue that we need tighter control of nuclear weapons. And if anyone's seen the car he parked in Times Square, that'd be tops. Iran continues to claim it's only enriching uranium for civilian power stations. True, they don't have any reactors yet, but they'll blow up that bridge when they come to it. A 35-centimetre stallion called Einstein, thought to be the world's...
Hold me closer, tiny stallion.
It's not quite, it doesn't really quite work when you go, I'm hung like Einstein. It doesn't.
35-metre stallion called Einstein, thought to be the world's smallest foal, is born in New Hampshire. He's not the first tiny horse they've had, but they can't find the others. It wasn't...
Can you imagine that when he walked out and the cat in the farmyard's got to look at that and go, yeah.
It wasn't an easy birth for Einstein. The fall nearly killed him.
Bungee!
Einstein is small, but people can still ride him. In fact, I'm riding him now. As Westpac announces a record half-yearly profit of nearly $3 billion, a survey reveals its customers are the unhappiest in Australia. The bank is now going to improve happiness by giving them a free balloon with every transaction. The free balloon fee will be $2. The survey found dissatisfaction with all banks. They're making huge profits, closing branches and firing staff. In fact, Westpac's stripped right back now to its 3 founding vampires. Tiger Woods denies using performance-enhancing drugs after it's revealed he was treated by a doctor who supplies athletes with human growth hormone. Tiger says he was only treated for knee injuries, mostly carpet burns. The mining industry takes out full-page ads in papers around the country protesting the proposed 40% super profits tax. The government says they're expecting a political campaign from the miners, but they've been caught off guard by the fact that a political campaign is being run by the Liberals. Poor miners looks like they won't be able to afford that 5th investment property to house their collection of gold-plated pandas. And teenage solo yachts girl Jessica Watson says she had a good giggle at the controversy over whether she really has sailed around the world. Although, after being alone for so long, she's begun giggling at all kinds of things. It's the boat. It's the boat, ladies and gentlemen. When the boat laughs, they just keep setting each other off. Jessica can't break the world record for youngest circumnavigator because the official body doesn't recognise sailors under 18. Makes that whole youngest thing seem a bit pointless, doesn't it? Surely there's a problem here. How can you ever break a record for the youngest person to sail around the world if there's an age limit? It's like breaking the land speed record only to be told, sorry, you were going too fast. So after one bedraggled round of Good News Week, the Robins team are on 20 points. And the Hooper team are on 36 points. Coming up, a few special guests drop in. During the break, as we tried to make our mothers proud, both teams were given 3 clues to recent strange but true story Robbins, McNaught and Gleeson got. Fast food.
Hello. Just call me Mayor McDickhead.
We had to make a new one. He ate the last one. Got anything to say? You want to say anything?
I can't say anything. I feel like Mayor McJesus' dumber brother.
I think pickles have just been surpassed as the one thing everyone takes out of their butt.
I don't get stuck to the roof of your mouth.
That is all. Good evening, everyone. I'm out of here. Too much.
I think we should put it on Paul's head so he can call it a Big Mac.
That'd be good. Trust me, that'll be the first time he's been called that.
Let's get that new... Can we get that new audience in now?
You know what it's missing? It's missing a bit of beetroot. Maybe have a bit of beetroot in there.
OK, look, I'll try and have a heart attack and make my face go red.
I think we should try and get Tony Abbott wearing that and a pair of red Speedos. That'd be... Oh. Wouldn't that answer every red-blooded boy's dream?
Yeah.
Oh.
Actually, the worst thing is... a pimply teenager at the back spatting me.
Yeah.
We also have a wanted poster.
No, that's probably not the right phrase, is it?
Yeah, simultaneously, just a million 16-year-old boys just went, where do I sign up? Put me down.
Bite me.
Finally, this.
I'm not going to sing, obviously. The Chaser. You may have heard The Chaser on Triple J. Well, not The Chaser, it's Andrea Hansen and Chris Taylor.
Yes.
They're doing a great show called The Blow Parade.
I love it.
On Triple J. Well, courtesy of The Blow Parade, you may have heard them on this. I want to welcome to the stage the Fat Cocks.
Fat Cox, ladies and gentlemen.
They've asked us to do a musical clue by an Australian group called Midnight Oil originally. I hear that the geezer what sang it is apparently now the minister for fucking up people's roofs. So there you go. But anyway, we don't have no drummer because he got really drunk and accidentally sliced off one of his bollocks with a pint glass. So we might need you wankers to help us out in that regard. Can you do like a stomp clap like this? I'll start you off. Oh, that's marvellous. Nice and angry. Pretend you're stomping on Justin Bieber's face. That's great. US forces give the nod. It's a setback for your country. Bombs and trenches all in a row. Bombs and threats still ask for more. Send me songs of no denying. People something bollocks and wankers. Baby Lord is waiting on the next big thing. Yeah, thank you, that was awful.
How are you, Blow Patrol? You well?
It's Blow Parade, you geezer.
I'm not up with the lingo.
We don't call your show Good News Wank, although I might start.
Are you performing anywhere at the moment?
Yeah, look, we're featuring on this new show called A Blow Parade, which is like a free podcast and crap like that. And it's a huge honour for us, really, to have the Fat Cocks on the Blow Parade, because they don't just pick any band. You have to be really, really washed up and crap.
And when can everyone catch the Blow Parade?
I think it's on that youth station, the Double J.
Double J.
Triple J, they call it now.
At 5 o'clock on Wednesdays. And
I was going to say, because I listen to a different radio show in the afternoons, and they're really good.
I thought there was only one.
I was just wondering if, you do a cassette, or can I get it on a mini disc? They're coming in.
Yeah, we got a brand new single on iTunes from 1975. It's called Corgi Scum.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please thank the Blow Parade? Fat Cops. From the Blow Parade, the Fat Cops. We also have Hooper, Blake and Lee, and they have for us...
Cat lady, cat lady.
warm clothing.
Oh, I got a little itch.
Nice. Warm clothing, is that what we're meant to get out of that?
Warm clothing is what you're meant to get out of that?
Just that Claire had a very accidental drive-in today.
We also have Mousetrap.
I've been given a mousetrap. Now, this baby is loaded.
Ooh.
Oh,
And we're going to set it off. I don't have a real mouse.
Claire
killed them all. Sorry about
Should we
that.
send Claire's hat across?
We could. I've drawn up a pretend mouse to give you a simulation of what will happen, but because I can't draw mouse feet, I've had to put high heels on it. Coming in for the cheese. Pencil tongue loves cheese. Dead. Because mice's major arteries go through their pencil tongues.
but if only they were dead, how often are they just crushed in heads and still twitching?
I don't know, mate. How many do you kill? What is wrong with you?
And
It takes at least 4 or 5 mice to make a fur spectacular. I so want one of them.
See how many are under here. It's unbelievable.
How do you get the cheese down your crack?
You know what? I actually don't need to buy that. I already have my own fur spectacular. It's right there.
And finally, we have this.
well, yes. Also a singing, and I'm going to go where Gleeson wouldn't. A singing spectacular.
Are you going to sing, mate?
I have to sing. Yeah, there's a singing clue.
Great.
Yeah. Forgive me if I'm.
Yeah.
Forgive me if I'm accidentally awesome here.
Sure.
But,
It's a danger.
I don't have show-off instruments like guitar or bass, but my accompanist...
Do you want accompaniment?
Yeah, if it could be. is
Cool.
here.
Lucky I bought the spoons. We go everywhere with them.
Yeah.
They're great. We're getting a lot of egg and spoon races as well, so it's not just a musical thing.
Yeah. If I have a note, please.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. Are you ready to go?
This is just a bit of a love song, so don't join in, though, because it's our moment.
Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson wrote it for his rat.
Yeah.
But I like to think that I wrote it for you. Thanks, man. Not that.
I'll always be your rat.
Me.
Ready?
Yeah.
22, 23, 24.
Ben, the two of us need look no more.
We've both found what we were looking for.
With a friend to call my own,
I'll never be alone, and you, my friend, will see.
you've got a friend in me.
Thank you.
Oh, it's getting hot in here.
Oh, just kidding. This is our musical clue.
That was great. All will be revealed at the end of the show. Now to the game called So You Think You Can Mime. Erin, McNaught, front and centre.
All right.
There you go.
Oh, I have
there.
a pack
Oh.
hanging.
All right.
I'll just pretend it
Oh,
was the...
come on. Okay, you need someone to adjust that properly, or is it...
No, it's okay. I bought one of those little thingies at the start of the show, the, you know...
Oh, the Bactacular?
Yeah, Bactacular. That's what it was. It just fell out, sorry.
Sounds like a really wussy vampire. Spectacular.
Wow, okay.
So you can tell the slow people in the room, they're the ones over there that are just reading it now. So that's what Erin has to mime. You're going to be fine with that?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, easy.
Exciting, isn't it?
It's like regular
It's gonna be
story.
easy. You've done a lot of mime in the past, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely. I'm a
All right.
pro. All right.
So we all know what she has to do?
No?
Your time starts now.
Yeah.
Oh, Miss Universe.
Old Miss Universe. Old man, old lady?
Old man or lady? Old man?
Asthmatic old man.
You're getting every word, ladies and gentlemen.
Asthmatic old man. Take a look at my life. You're alive like... Sorry. Fat asthmatic old man. Fat?
Yeah. Oh, fat asthmatic old man with myxomatosis.
Hey, do that again.
Can you do that again, facing that way?
Come on, settle, fella.
If I was to get a giant ball of wool, could we go to Melbourne? Chase it.
So we've got it's almost 4 words now.
Okay, there's a fat asthmatic old man with a cat.
There's a fat asthmatic old cat.
Yes. Yes.
Fat asthmatic old cat.
Okay.
There's 2 of them.
No. Oh. This is the second thing. Okay.
Second thing.
Okay.
Thanks for doing the mime.
All right.
Yeah. On a motorbike. Postman. Postman? You can post fat asthmatic cats in the mail? Well, it absolutely has to be there overnight. Oh.
Okay,
It's a very big post pack.
Yeah.
and then...
Yeah. Oh. Postman finds...
I'm a little bit confused by that one.
Was that like was that some kind of model bulimia joke? I know you're a model, but that's off. That's off.
Okay. We're concentrating. We're trying. Okay, the postman...
Postman. Fat asthmatic cat.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
he finds it.
He goes, it's asthmatic. Stop being asthmatic, cat.
Yeah.
No.
He picks it up.
He marries the fat asthmatic cat. Really?
Yeah.
What? Okay, yeah. Oh.
Cat's in a wedding dress.
Yes.
Where do you go for a fat asthmatic cat wedding dress?
Okay. Stand up. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Blah, 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 blah. And you...
Blah, 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 blah.
And then...
Yes, be the cat.
Yeah, okay.
And then...
So,
You're not the cat. I was going to get you to be something else.
Okay, what
We'll come around. We'll talk properly.
what do you want me to be? Anything.
By the way, we've both rung our wives and they said that we can do whatever we want.
That's good. Yeah? I'll look at him.
Yeah.
It was a lot more fun a few seconds ago.
All right, yeah. Yeah, okay.
That's it. What are you and what are you?
I am...
He's the priest.
I'm a celebrant.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm the postman?
I'm
watching him.
Okay.
I'm one of those creepy guys that watches celebrants.
I'm like a really popular celebrant that has a stalker.
So wait, okay, so... Meow, meow, meow.
Yeah,
I got it.
Postman's
It's dead.
A postman married a dead fat asthmatic cat. I'm not trying to be funny anymore. I'm just desperate to know the answer.
Oh, hang on.
Sorry, I hate to get involved in this, but I think that bit is throwing them off. It's just a little bit.
He married her to get the insurance money.
Pretty close. Sit down. You got there in the end. Yes, Uwe Michalek, a German postman, has married his obese and asthmatic cat, Cecilia. So their sex life is over. Unfortunately, the hen's night was a disaster. She ate all the hens. In keeping with tradition, the bride was late for the wedding after they found her lying in the sun licking her ass. Fundamentalist Christians also attacked the marriage, protesting outside the chapel with posters like, "Wives don't have 9 lives," "Adam and Eve, not Adam and Mrs. Muggles," and the less creative, "God hates people who marry cats."
I want that as a T-shirt.
But Yuva loves Cecilia very deeply, which is one of the benefits of having sex with a much smaller species.
Yes, I know. Just chuck the horse in and it's crazy times.
And the feelings are mutual, as far as he knows. He also nearly married a lizard, but she got cold feet. Who will be the next to show off their mime skills? Find out after this.
It's Good News Week.
So you think you can mime Claire Hooper? Cut! You got some pretty tough competition there, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Have you done this before?
Yeah, I've done it once.
Once, I remember that.
In 2.5 years.
It took a long time, didn't it?
That's quite complex, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's hard, yeah.
Like there's some tense problems, you know, there's some...
Yeah.
So it's a grammatically difficult mime.
It is, it's a grammatically difficult mime.
That's tough.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, take your place. On the mime floor.
Go.
Okay.
Is that karate and dancing yet?
No.
Or is that warming up?
Warming up.
She hasn't
No,
started
because
yet.
that looks like this.
Oh, karate.
Your time starts now. Oh,
If this is Stephen Hawking, that's terrible.
Chemistry set.
Painter.
You're a scientist. Okay.
Oh, but you do like to paint on your weekends. Just a fun little note about the character, but it doesn't involve the article.
Yeah, lad hobbies. Okay, looking at...
You're looking at... It's some sort of... It's a mute sheep.
Oh, really?
Is it a mute sheep?
It's a mute sheep, but I thought it was...
Well, if mute could be because of the mime, let's not...
Okay. That's a good point.
We're not sure if it's mute or not.
Yeah.
But it certainly was a sheep.
So it was a sheep?
So you're an artistic painter that loves sheep.
Yeah. No, it's a scientist that loves sheep, and now, as a countdown, there's 6...
Scientist has 6 sheep.
16 sheep.
16 sheep.
No,
I hope this is related to his work as a scientist. He's not just a sicko.
So this New Zealand scientist
So
has 16 sheep. Okay, scrap the sheep.
you've killed the sheep.
Yeah.
Sloppy science. That was no experiment.
Okay, ice skating.
Ice skating. You've seen sheep dropping. Was that you doing your sheep dropping? The shape doesn't matter.
Ice skating
look at that.
sheep.
Ice. Just ice.
Ice, yeah. Ice.
Oh, bad ice. Bad ice. Naughty ice.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well done. So,
Naughty ice. That's not the kind of ice that you get at like Hungry Jack's when they have the self-serve ice machine. Naughty ice.
back to being scientist, yes.
Scientist
is testing the bad
naughty
ice on the sheep.
On sheep.
And
and racing them.
and timing.
And squirting them with custard. He's sick.
Please stop doing the sheep.
He's shooting the sheep because other dealers are selling ice to the same sheep. The sheep bought the ice from another dealer, so he shot it. It was a sheep-related methamphetamine hit.
It was a drive-by.
Drive-bar.
Drive-by.
It was a drive-bar.
Is it in the pocket?
Okay. So where we're at with a scientist who has 16 sheep, he's testing bad drugs, being ice on them. I don't quite understand the squirting. He seems to be timing how
Is
long...
it a taser?
A taser?
Yes! That's it!
He's seeing how tasering drug-affected sheep will
Because that way, if you know about drug-affected sheep, you know about drug-affected pigs, which are a big problem.
Are they worried? Are police worried that Oh, okay, yes.
Oh, they can die of a broken heart because they love ice.
So police officers are worried that if someone's on ice and they got tasered, it could potentially kill them because of a heart attack.
Yeah. Well done.
Oh, incredible.
Very, very well done. Good work.
It's true. In a study into whether stun guns cause heart attacks in people on drugs, scientists put a bunch of sheep on methamphetamines, then tasered them. That's not a real sheep, by the way. That is a stunt sheep up the top. Parents looking for school holiday fun for the kids should be wary of Mary Had a Little Lamb on ice. It took scientists a long time to prepare the research project. It's quite difficult to come up with a valid reason to drug sheep and then taser them. And they had to use sheep, as you'd know if you'd ever tried to taser a drug-addled mouse. Oh, I thought that would be funny.
Well, I think it's little mistakes like that cost you the gold logie.
The Boffins put 16 animals on a drip of methamphetamine hydrochloride. The sheep were so high they couldn't even get to sleep by counting each other. Not surprisingly, the sheep are pissed off about being given amphetamines. They prefer barbiturates. Over there now, 70 points. Over there, 95 points. Up next, Clash of the Titans. This is Clash of the Titans from Gleeson and Andy Lee out the front. You're coming as well, Hamish.
We are a package deal. Andy and I are what's called very, very slightly Siamese twins. There's a very thin thread that joins us. It's like an umbilical cord.
Yeah.
It tastes a bit like cinnamon, but we...
I tell him not to lick it. I tell him not to lick it.
Stop chewing at it because otherwise we're going to be separated. I can go back or...
No, feel free.
Oh, yeah, just do it together. That's fair. Oh, that's real fair. The only way this could be worse is if I got a radio show on my own in their time slot. I have no chance!
I can guarantee you this is probably the first ever example of two heads being worse than one.
I don't want to be weird about this, Paul, but what's this for? It's just a...
That's your buzzer.
Buzzer?
Why can't we afford buzzers?
The other funny thing is there's no edge, so it won't even hold anything. It literally has no purpose.
In fact, it's less useful than just blank space. It creates a hindrance.
I'm just going to do it here.
Well, if you're not using yours, could I have also? Just so Andy and I have two?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, that's fair. Look at this.
Good.
Have you broken it as well?
It's fine.
You've broken it as well.
Oh, broken. It doesn't have a purpose. You can't break something that doesn't have a purpose.
You know what it's like now? It's like if I had a radio show on my own, but I wasn't on air. I was just had a megaphone in a mall, and you were on air on your giant network, and I was just like, "Oh, please listen."
It's like Star Trek versus the guy with nothing.
I'm ready for it, though. I like it.
We really need to win here because there's two podiums.
These two warriors and this guy with absolutely nothing will face off on the field of general knowledge. First to get in.
It's the worst field you could have picked.
First in gets the points, and remember, your names are your buzzers.
Okay. So just to ring and we just hit the perspex, and we must hit the perspex.
You don't actually have to hit the perspex. Your names are your buzzers. You can do anything you want.
I'll swing at nothing and just yell out my name, Tom.
See? And immediately you have the advantage. Tom versus Hamish and Andy.
I'm going to shorten it. I'm just going to go T.
We could do H and A, except home and away has that.
So, Irene, let's test those buzzers now. Tom.
T.
Hamish and Andy.
Hamish, Donald Blake, Andy, Thomas, Lee. Oh, no, that's... We'll just go Hamish and Andy. Hamish and
I
Andy.
got a feeling this game's going to take a long time. Who is the leader of Britain's Liberal Democrats?
Hamish and Andy.
T. Clegg.
Yeah. The Clegg. I actually knew that one. The Clegg head.
Yeah. I only know his surname, to be honest, but...
All
Hey,
right.
T, what's his
Shorten
first name?
everything.
Nathan.
It's with an N, I think. It's Nick.
Yes, Nick.
Randy? No, Nick.
I'm going to give you 5 each for that, seeing you got...
How is that fair?
Why don't you just kiss him, McDermott?
After the show. A new website has been set up for female fans of Canadian singer Justin Bieber. What is it?
Well, Hamish and Andy... God, there's so many of them. What one am I on? Beeb me, honey, honey, beeb me.
Sorry about this. Yeah, just buzz in when you know it.
Yeah. Well, you know, the Clegg head.
Like buzzed in, isn't Nick Clegg?
We're too slow. We've got to get some points on the board. It's called Just in Your Pants.
Yeah.
.org, because it's a charity.
I'm going to throw it away to T at the moment.
Who is this Bieber that you talk of? I'm 35 and married.
To Beeb or not to Beeb?
No.
Is it called Lieber to Bieber?
No. Does anyone know about this new website?
Oh,
Mikey, you got an idea?
Yeah,
Erin?
huntalittleshitforsport.com.
It's lesbians who look like Justin Bieber.
That's right.
Actually, there's quite a few, isn't there? I was at Katoomba the other day.
To look good for her latest film, Jennifer Aniston is reportedly on a new
Hamish
diet.
and Andy. I do know this one.
Good man.
Yeah, thanks. It's the baby food diet.
You've got it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Justin Aniston news. Justin and Jennifer Aniston.
Do you know how many tubs she has a day?
I think it's like 10 a day.
14 portions.
14.
In eastern Turkey, archaeologists claim to have found the remains of what?
Noah's Ark. Oh, Hamish and Andy.
Oh, T.
Thank you.
Noah's Ark.
Thank you very much.
Just enjoying the space.
Just loving my leg rest. Oh, that's too high for an official leg rest.
Physicist Stephen Hawking has suggested humans could one day
T.
build...
A spaceship that goes to Mars. Oh, sorry, a wheelchair that can go to Mars.
You're sort of on the right track with the spaceship. You haven't given me enough information.
I think Hamish and Andy, didn't he suggest a spaceship that could go back in time if it went very, very fast? Which sounds like you've lost it, Stephen.
No, it's time travel, yes. I don't know if he specifically said back in time, but I think, you know...
What, so not back in time, not forward in time, just what goes with time? That's cheating, Steve.
It's a light speed spaceship, so as you travel, a year passes on Earth, but only a day passes on the spaceship.
T, yeah, it's a theory of relativity. You can go really, really fast, but the problem is you become very heavy while you're doing it.
Yeah,
so that's just a fact right there. That was a fact. But it's sad because you can travel through time, but as a fat shit.
In the new Australian movie, I Love You Too, what's the full name of the character played by Megan Gale?
T.
Oh, it's a good call.
Oh,
actually, it's probably better you get it, because if he doesn't know it, he's in big trouble. Please get it.
I just remembered that even though all my friends are in the film, I didn't get invited to be in it, so I don't know.
As the concierge in the film says, here we are, I was the concierge.
I am happy, really happy that I know this.
Good work.
Francesca Moretti.
Thank you very much, 5 points. At the moment, 2 brains are definitely better than 1 brain.
Just.
Who is Neil Robertson?
Cool, next question. Don't have to know all of them.
T.
Go for it, T.
World snooker champion.
Thank you very much, Australia's world snooker champion.
Why are you looking at me?
Because I thought you were going to buzz in occasionally if, you know...
No, I'm watching him. I'm enjoying watching him go down.
I reckon you could phrase that a little bit better. This is the last one.
Come on, we've got to bring this back.
Yeah.
Clear
1 brain better than 2 brains. Oh, no, equal. OK, this is for the game.
Okay.
Which animal?
P.
He's got it. He's got it. There's not that many animals.
Which animal?
And please use its Latin name.
Platypus.
Platypus?
Which animal has the breeds tree, red and eastern grey?
Oh, Hamish and Andy.
Tom.
As much as I love the tree platypus, I think we'll go with kangaroo for the win!
They have it, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. It's all over. Yay! Would you please thank Tom, Andy and Hamish? A new study has identified a way to increase the genetic diversity of marsupial mobs in Queensland, sending kangaroos on blind dates. Now, the consequences of kangaroos breeding only within their group can be devastating. Just ask Wayne Carey. So footy gag. To my right, 92 points. To my left, 112 points. Strange but True is next.
It's Good News Week. It's Good News Week.
Time to decode those strange but true clues. Claire, Hamish and Andy, your clues were... God, how do you do that? Every article of clothing you put on, you can transform into something glamorous.
Oh, thank
The
you.
clothing.
She can't hear you.
What?
I hope that Fox's family's looking at home going, man, there's Betty wearing a Claire. Just wearing a Claire under her.
The clothing.
Yep, warm clothing.
Warm clothing.
Clothing.
We started with one mousetrap, it's multiplied.
Got many
this is
mouse traps.
fun.
This is to demonstrate the lethal power of a mousetrap on ping pong balls, which are also a vicious vermin.
I was expecting something a little bigger.
was-
Come on! Oh.
Yes.
There's still traps in there.
There's more to go.
Wow, it's just like bubble wrap. You can't stop.
Hey! Got a pencil in the hand, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the most masculine thing you've done in a decade.
This is basically like, if you make it through this, you can join the Mouse SAS.
It's very similar to the film The Hurt Locker. And we're the heroes.
Oh, that one.
I think we're all good. All right.
Clear. This is
A mouse trap.
not clear.
OK, and we also have a song,
yeah.
I believe.
Now, it's where I'd normally call on my accompanist on the spoons, everybody. But after a series of emails and tweets, there've been a call to sack him.
Yeah. Someone pretty vicious, Will.
Yeah. So, I am...
You're on your own here, man.
No, I'd like to be accompanied by God. So, God? Oh, take it away.
That's the second time God's beat me in a job, like when I tried to create the universe.
Then the two of us need look no more.
Oh, sorry, everyone. Sorry about this. Got a text message here.
Sorry, God.
It's from Paul going, hey guys, you already got to sing that song. Can you make up an excuse so I get to sing it?
I don't want to sing it.
But
This is an embarrassing moment in television, isn't it?
Paul always gets to sing the song.
I know, he says that and he goes, I know Andy will kick up a stink, but bad luck, it's my show.
That's amazing foresight for a text message.
You said you'd say that too. You'd say that too. I mean, Paul, if you want,
You've got your own microphone.
By chance.
Sorry, Paul. I've got a sore throat all of a sudden. Good luck.
Then the two of us need look no more. We both found what we were looking for. With a friend to call my own, I'll never be alone. And you, my friend, will see.
sing something to me.
You've got
go.
Don't listen to a word they say.
I won't.
They don't see you like I do. I wish they would try to. I'm sure they'd think again if they had a friend like Ben.
If you had a friend like Ben.
That's it. It's over. Thank you, boys. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. Can we go up again? Well, that was really interesting.
That was like the last orgy on earth you wanted to see.
You know, if Michael Jackson had lived, he would look a lot like me at the moment.
What have we got?
Warm clothing.
Mice traps.
Traps? Is it necessarily mice traps or just traps?
Traps.
Gotta be rat
Could just
traps,
be traps, yeah.
Well, yeah, and obviously Michael Jackson sung that song Ben about his rats, so maybe rats are...
Not obviously, I don't know if a lot of people know that.
Okay.
I thought it was just a fat guy in an insane asylum singing it to Homer Simpson the first time I heard it. So, turns out it is about a rat. So rats are in there. Warm clothing's in there.
Yeah.
Is it people, because it's a love song to a rat, is it people that love rats so much they're quite happy to be wearing rat?
It's definitely along those lines.
Okay.
Oh.
So-
And then...
Is the bubonic plague back?
Oh, you're not talking about people who dress up like rats to stick their finger in where it's about to go?
Okay, that's it. What websites are you going to, and please?
If this is that Richard Gere thing again...
The creatures aren't quite rats. They're larger than rats. But you're on the right track.
Otters.
It's about...
Is it those giant South American rats?
Thank you very
what are they
much.
called?
Yep.
They're more like a giant hamster. Like the wheel they have is like that big.
Yeah.
It's enormous.
It's also to do with it's like a responsible killing of creatures to make fur coats.
Oh, like this giant wheel of death.
Oh.
They almost have it. Mikey had more of it. That's it. It's done. Looking to update your winter wardrobe? Have you considered dressing in giant rat? The latest trend is something called responsible fur. And the latest thing in responsible fur is the nutria. A large, semi-aquatic rodent. They're gorgeous. Yeah. They look better when they're on you. Because nothing says stylish and eco-friendly like wearing a slightly damp rat pelt around your shoulders. And the pleasure you'll get from wearing rat will be a fine substitute for having no friends. The nutria are a scourge in the southern US, just like illegal Mexicans, but with a more luxuriant coat. Nutria fur makes a great inner lining for clothes and a great outer lining for nutrias. Yeah! The nutria isn't really a rat, but people are actually even more reluctant to say they're clad in genuine aquatic pseudo-beaver. More Strange But True is next.
It's good news week.
Mikey, Erin, Tom, you had the burger. Hello. Yeah, the burger. Also had the poster. Lovely. And, oh yeah, it's serious. I like that, yeah. And finally this.
From Triple J's The Blow Parade, the Fat Cocks.
Actually, while we were away, I spoke to the geezer from Midnight Oil what sang this, and he gave me some dancing lessons. I do hope you consider me an able student. Let's do it again. You remember the drill, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah,
US forces give an order. It's a setback for your country. Bombs and trenches all in a row. Bombs and things don't ask for more.
Okay, before we
What's
go any
the
further...
story?
Who put mayonnaise in this?
Mikey, you look like a very naughty website.
I think I might just remove my...
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're dripping.
Am I dripping?
You're dripping.
I'll take it off for you because I'm very good at cleaning up stuff like this.
Right. Oh, it's worse inside.
Oh, yeah.
We're clear?
We're clear.
Put it on, put it on.
Mikey, touching your lapel.
Oh!
You've got Clintoned, unfortunately.
Right, that's it. I will get the DNA checked and someone on the crew will be fired.
I think there could have been a seagull in here. OK, do we have an answer?
It's pretty clear it's something to do with the US Army, obviously US Forces, the Midnight Oil song. We've got a... I get a feeling the hamburger's got something to do with McDonald's or fast food and recruitment.
Erin, recruitment, yeah.
Well, I'm thinking that recruitment and fast food don't really mix very well. So maybe it's something to do with people being a little overweight in the army.
That's in fact the name of the band we just had there from the Blood Parade, the Fat Cock.
The fat cock.
Oh,
Is another
it's all
clue maybe
tying in
fat?
together.
Not
Yeah,
applying it. Apparently, the US Army is now so concerned about obesity amongst their soldiers because it just makes them a much easier target. Get the fat one. Bam, got them.
I went over there to entertain the troops and there were some US soldiers who were pretty damn big, so big they didn't need a flak jacket. Well, I'm just saying, you know, they got shot, the bullet wouldn't reach the rib cage. Like, bang! I'm fine, everyone.
I mean, seriously, if they've got to butter you up to get you into a tank, you've put on too much weight. And what you do inside the tank's your own business. Yeah, so it's become a problem on the US bases, the amount of fast food, and they're cracking down because there's just too many fat soldiers.
Thank you. On the bases or back in the recruitment?
Oh, yeah, trying to join the army.
Yeah.
They're too fat to join the army.
Too fat to join the army.
Thank you very much. They have it 10 points. A US military watchdog has identified a new and growing threat to the nation's future security. Fat kids. Not to mention the notorious obesity mastermind, Obumba bin Laden. The Mission Readiness Group branded American school lunches a national security threat because they're making youngsters too fat to enlist. Some of these kids are so unhealthy, they won't live long enough for the government to send them overseas to get shot. Looks like the terrorists are winning just by letting Americans live like Americans. Sweet, sweet irony. I say let them fight. An army of fat people would stop wars for oil. Unless it was oil for the chip fryer. Stay tuned, Water Rats. Fast Money's next. To take us out, please welcome back the Fat Cocks. Hey, Tom. Hey, Tommy, what are you doing there? Fella?
I'm in the Fat Cocks.
Are you the accountant for the Fat Cocks?
Yeah, I just make sure all our affairs are in order. I know everyone's ABN and I sort that shit out.
We're going to play our hit single from 1975. I'm sure you remember this one. Other punk bands used to attack the royal family. We think that was a bit out of line. They're all very lovely people. The problem with Britain is those damn Queen's corgis. This is corgi scum. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I quite like Prince Philip, he's a harmless old git. And I don't mind this missus, she's got nice tits. But if there's one royal thing I'd like to smash to bits, it's Her Majesty's dogs, those corgi sits. Corgi scum, you four-legged bludgers, corgi scum, you fat yapping sponges, worse than a poodle with a nombre head. In the next fox hunt, I hope they shoot you instead.
Fat Cock! Oh. Here it is, the game Kevin Rudd can't get enough of, BHP's Fast Money. To help mop up the massive oil spill along America's Gulf Coast, the people of Colorado have donated thousands of tons of what?
Giant rats.
No. Sadly, no.
No, human hair.
Human hair, thank you.
It actually soaks up oil.
In Croatia, a football player was given a yellow card for diving when he fell to the ground after a tackle. What had really happened?
He was shot.
Close?
Narcolepsy.
Close?
He shot a
Epileptic
narcoleptic.
attack.
No. Anybody? I'm going to throw it wide.
He was dead.
Thank you very much.
But he still overacted it. Like,
Yellow card.
He had a massive heart attack and dropped dead. And he still got a yellow card. Until they realised he was dead, of course.
And then they got a red card and sent off.
In Melbourne, a truck driver rammed 3 cars and forced 4 others off the road before crashing into a barrier. What was his excuse for the carnage?
Sneezed?
No?
Got bitten by a bee?
No. I feel you're just guessing at this point, Tom.
Oh, a soccer player had a heart attack on him.
It is in Melbourne. What are they?
Trams.
No.
He was tasering himself.
There was an arts festival.
Anybody know?
Oh, he breached the salary cap.
No. He claimed he was being chased by the mafia.
generally that happens a fair bit.
In South Korea, 69-year-old Cha Sa-soon is finally ready to buy a car. Why?
No, because...
He's sorting out his finances.
I think it's a lady. And,
It is a lady?
Oh, she's
it's a
sorting out
lady,
her
and I think
finances.
she finally... It's one of those great stories about someone who tried for their licence a lot of times, and I think she tried for it 960 times.
960 is exactly right.
I can't wait till she's on the road.
Just, obviously, 960 times they get to know her a lot. And did they say with Cha Sa-soon so soon? Sa-soon? Good night. Just shuffle my papers and...
In Pennsylvania, this is open to everyone.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
Yes. In Pennsylvania, a woman is facing fraud charges for collecting $23,000 in workers' compensation. Why is she facing charges?
she said she was a...
Oh, hang on. She'd thrown her back out, but she was still working as a stripper.
He has it, ladies and gentlemen. Incredible, Mikey Robbins.
I thought that's why they had those giant splints behind them, so you keep your back nice and straight.
So in the sweatshop tonight, Mikey Robbins, Erin McNaught and Tom Gleeson scored a fashionable 122 points. Exploited by Claire Hooper, Hamish Blake and Andy Lee on 142 points. ten.com.au/GNW is where you go to get the podcast, watch the extra stuff, or get the recipe for a stunning lamb roast that'll keep you up all night. So we say... Oh, yeah, I hope they're quicker at home than that. So we say hi-ho Einstein away and leave you with the good news for the week ahead. Tomorrow is the budget, when we find out what all our hard-earned taxes are going to be wasted on over the next 12 months. I've got my fingers crossed they decide to buy everyone a tiny pony. Twilight star Robert Pattinson will turn 24. Oh, my God, he's, like, totally old enough to be your dad. The Bureau of Statistics will release the housing finance figures, which, if you're homeless, are terrific to sleep under. It's National Allergy Week. I'm going, aren't you? Aren't you? Aren't you? In Melbourne, the 2010 Youth Summit will get off to a bad start when they refuse to take their feet off the seats, remove their iPods, or get a damn haircut. Tony Abbott will give his budget reply wearing his budget smugglers. And hero yachts girl Jessica Watson will arrive back home, depending on how long she's detained on Christmas Island. Good night, that's it.